The secret of an effective and efficient search for a great new job does not lie in hard work, nor is a lot of luck needed for it. The successful approach only consists of a few core elements that have to be dealt with in a very specific order. If you pay attention to both aspects, your job search will move in the fast lane. If you ignore them, you may never get the job you want. Over the many years of working as a career coach, I have developed a framework for job seekers consisting of the necessary tasks organized in 7 phases. I call it my 7-step method, fast lane to the perfect job. If you analyze why some people are much more successful in finding a good new job fast, while others seem to struggle with it forever, you will recognize that the highly successful job seekers always followed all the elements of that framework that played a role in their particular situation. Some people can do this intuitively. For everyone else, I've produced this podcast episode. Hello and welcome to my podcast channel. I'm Michael Kaiser. I work as an international career coach and I help managers and specialists get the job they want with a new employer abroad. Let me start this episode by explaining why the right order matters so much. The easiest way to waste time is by dealing with the right things in the wrong order. For example, sending out your CV or resume to apply for vacancies before you have made the document convincing will hardly lead to a lot of invitations for job interviews. Or if you haven't clearly identified the type of position you are the ideal candidate for, looking for open positions and applying for them will be nothing else than taking potluck. There are a lot of similar traps that struggling job seekers are sadly not aware of. So, before you start dealing with any important element of your job search, check if the time for it has actually come yet. My method should make that very easy for you, and I'm now going to explain the structure you need to follow. Make sure you do not move on to the next step until your work on the previous one has been completed. Step number 1. Define the focus for your search. Your main interests, knowledge, skills, and experience lay the foundation, but only the unique combination of all your qualities is decisive for being an ideal candidate. Gaining this awareness will tell you what kind of vacancies you should focus on. Step number 2. Create a list of relevant achievements. Such a list will make it easier for you to provide your CV or resume with convincing arguments as the next step, and later to prepare for job interviews and salary negotiations. The list must only contain positive results, in other words, the positive outcome of your work for previous employers, and must not be confused with tasks, responsibilities, or activities. All entries must be relevant to the defined focus of your search. And of course, the list should be as long as possible, ideally complete. Step number 3. Design your focused and convincing CV or resume. Now it is time to create a truly convincing CV or resume. Make sure to align the information in your document with the focus of your search and, based on the list you prepared in step number 2, mainly present the relevant achievements of your work for previous employers. This is what hiring managers are most interested to hear. For further guidance, use my email course, How to Write a Power CV or Resume, to get detailed step-by-step instructions. You can find the link to it in the video description. Step number 4. Discover where the right vacancies are. Identify a maximum of suitable openings by focusing on the right channels. The following questions should guide your search. Who may have a problem, equals a job, that matches your unique skill set? Where can these people most likely be found? And what is the best way to approach them? Step number 5. Build the bridge to the open position with a cover letter. Write a cover letter that builds a convincing connection from the opening to you as the ideal candidate. Here are the 4 most important aspects your letter needs to convey. Show that you understand the company's business. Show that you understand how to be successful in the open position. Connect the demands with the achievements presented in your CV or resume. And explain your intrinsic motivation by showing what's in it for you beyond the money. Step number 6. Prepare your pitch for the job interview. The necessary tasks in this regard are basically the same as for creating a good cover letter, but in your job interview you will need to go much further into detail on all these aspects. And the final step, number 7. Prepare to negotiate your salary. The aim of this episode doesn't allow me to go into a lot of detail here. In any case, your preparation must include the following important aspects. Find a relevant common assessment system as the basis of the negotiation. Research the applicable salary range in your industry, location, and so on. And define your lower limit. And that's it. Those are the most important elements of an effective job search in the right order. Of course, there is a lot more to say about each step. So in the weeks to come, I will produce a separate podcast episode for each step to go more into detail. If you cannot wait, navigate to my free extensive online guide, Race to the Perfect Job. That is already waiting for you. Again, you will find the link to it in the video description. Or, if you would like me to help you with your job search in person as a professional career coach, I'll be very happy to support you. If this is of interest to you, go to my website and click on the big button to apply for a free orientation call with me. In this call, we will analyze your current situation and needs in detail, and we will also find out how I can help you best to reach your goals fast. There is also our LinkedIn group for managers and specialists on the way to their dream job abroad, where you can network with others on this wonderful journey and receive further tips and tricks on the matter several times a week. If you are not a member yet, we hope to welcome you today. If you haven't subscribed to this podcast channel yet, now is the perfect time to do so. Make sure to also activate the bell in order not to miss out on any new episodes in the future. I'd appreciate it a lot if you leave me a like, as this helps others to discover this channel as well. And please leave me a comment with your thoughts, questions and suggestions for future episodes. That's it for today. As always, I wish you the very best for your job search abroad, and I'll be back here very soon.